building technology that gives a way for musicians to bring their real-world instruments into VR. Oh, that got our attention. To collaborate, record, perform in virtual studios face-to-face. This next guest joining us in the Human Touch exhibit is, in fact, an artist, a futurist, and founder of a company called Meloscene. Chad Gerber. Chad, welcome into Tomorrow. How are you?
I'm exhausted. Thank you for having me.
See, an honest guest.
Yes.
Because most everybody says, I'm wonderful, or I'm great, thanks.
I walked 45 miles through the convention hall to get right here.
To get to our broadcast area, and
so
we appreciate it.
Yeah.
And 45 miles, you came from the nearby hall.
Next year, I'm taking a rascal.
Yes.
I don't care what they say. I'm rascaling around the entire conference.
We had a guest earlier that rode his robotic lawnmower here.
He rode. I said, I need one of those then.
Exactly. We got to do whatever you got to do.
Can I get their numbers?
Yeah, sure. It's going to cost you, but you can do that.
Well, it's worth it.
Yeah, exactly. Tell me first about Meloscene.
Yeah, what would you like to know?
What does it mean? How did it start?
How it started is a lifelong crazy thing. I can get to that. But basically what it is that it allows for us musicians to plug in our instruments, expensive microphones, cellos, whatever, and go into VR.
You plug in a cello?
You can, yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I'm thinking a microphone.
You can even mic it. You can do a small mic.
Because here we are broadcasters, and I'm thinking plug in a mic, got it, plug in a cello.
You plug stuff into it.
Okay.
And then what happens is that when you go into the space, you're in a virtual VR studio, a virtual studio.
Right.
And you could be across the world, and I could be across the world, but we can make quality studio label quality sound together in that space.
Without lag time, which messes up
latency,
your sound?
100% lossless files.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa.
And so what happens is that you would have it's called a DAW, digital audio workstation. That's your recording software. So you would have your brand that you like. I'd have my brand, and what's his face? Right there. He could have his brand.
Julio would have his brand.
Julio had his brand. So basically what happens is that we all have our panners that I can look at yours and be like, no, we need to come in on the fourth beat and stuff like that. And we can create music and collaborate together. And then we can finish the song and release the song. And we could then have fans come into our studio space and monetize the door and perform it.
Oh.
DJ parties inside. It's extensive and it's exciting. And we have some really cool partners that are coming on board to just make it. The whole goal was to basically provide opportunities for musicians globally, because I get these fans in different countries that ask me, how do I do what you do?
Yeah.
First thing I say is, where do you live? And then I say, you have to move 1,400 miles to a place that has a music community.
Or let's meet in the middle at some studio.
So and it's just it's become this crazy thing. But what this does is it allows for the first time ever, music is not location-based. So, if you're in a band, you go, do you know a drummer? And usually someone exists within 5 miles. And there's that's a creativity force right there. This allows you to get a drummer from any country, and we can start to make stuff based on cultural flavor.
So literally around the world.
Literally around the world.
And when you said you can monetize it, that gets a lot of artists' attention.
Exactly.
Oh, wait, we can do this and make money?
Exactly. And it's the whole premise of it really is to kind of cut through the noise. So what I tell people is that with social media and streaming and everything we have going on, all of them are great in their own right, but it is a parking lot of a billion buskers, and nobody can figure out what's going on, and their fans can't even get to their music. This allows for the fans to find who they want and not only listen to it, but be a part of the entire experience on an intimate level, like back in the old days at the Sunset Strip.
Yeah, and you don't need a lot of roadies to carry equipment around to meet
you always
everybody.
want to have a couple roadies.
Yeah, but not a lot.
You definitely don't want more than 3. 2's the safe number with the roadies, and as long as they have ponytails.
Requirement.
You have to have the ponytail.
Well, why did you actually make this? I mean, the inspiration.
That's a great question. Why would I do this?
Yeah, why on earth would you do such a thing? But no, the whole idea, I get the concept, and it sounds very cool for a lot of opportunity.
Yeah.
Was it out of need? You were saying, we got the drummer 5 miles away, but he sucks.
That's part of it.
And I need someone who could do such and such. And I know of somebody, but they're in L.A. and I'm in New York.
Yes. Well, I can give you the real heart-squeezing story.
No, don't give me that. Give it.
So what happened is I was chilling with Slash after we did a show on it. No. So what happened is when I was a kid, I grew up in a rural area, and the show's over. Thank you, folks. Just hit the clock.
Yes, exactly. Knock the timer over.
So
we're done.
I grew up in a rural area. I've been in L.A. for 20 years, but I grew up in Montana. Right. I moved right into the chaos of LA. So I grew up in Montana, and I basically was looking out at music, and it was this thing that I could not get because we didn't have any kind of music stuff, right?
Yeah. So Montana music? What?
That's what I'm saying. So I'd sneak into concerts, and I'd meet bands, and I'd basically be like, how do I come with you? And so at 17, though it was exciting, it was kind of a lonely journey. But I started getting on planes and going into places. They'd bring me in to play guitar. And so I was traveling, and Miami was my first ever gig.
Whoa.
'Cause they brought me in at 17.
Our town, yeah.
Yeah. And so what would happen, though, is I go in, play, meet people, and just it was amazing. And then get on that plane and just be sad and alone. Then land at home and be around family, but then have to leave again. So it's this whole, like, never-ending complication of traveling to just get to the good stuff. And then when the pandemic hit, I'd planned to release some cool stuff over the years, and I wasn't going to do this till 2025. But the pandemic hit, and I was in the middle of working. I'm a Gibson artist, and I was talking with Gibson about some cool stuff. We're going to try some things, and I mentioned this, and they basically were like, "Stop talking about anything else. Can we
just do it?"
Yeah, can we do this?
Whoa.
So I was like, "Let me get back to you," and then it just snowballed.
And how perfect for a company like Gibson
Yeah.
to say collaborate literally
Yes,
worldwide.
Exactly. And Gibson's
Whoa.
amazing. They give me some guitars to take to the booth. So we got some beautiful Les Paul customs and some SGs. So yeah. So they were like, we want to do this. So I was like, well, I guess I'm moving on this now. And I lost huge dates in other countries from COVID. So I was like, I guess I'm doing this.
Yes, and monetizing.
So
but now, how do you come up with the name Meloscene? Does it mean something?
Yeah,
Is
it means a bunch of different stuff.
Okay.
So mellow, everybody likes the word
Give me
mellow.
the top 5.
So like, that's probably like a melodetriosis. It's a skin infection. And no, it's based on like mellow being like chill, but it's mellophonic, the love of like audio and music and all that. Scene, like the music scene.
Gotcha.
But mellow is like mellow. It's chill. It's to get away from all the noise of the social media world to get back to like the scene.
But it's not MELLOW as
just
one would
L.
expect. It's
I
just
don't want it to be easy.
and
for
no
people.
W.
No, I hate W's.
Unless they're call letters from radio stations.
Let's stop pretending it's not just an upside down M.
You're right.
Exactly.
You're right. Exactly.
Lazy linguistics is what
But
that is.
then it would be, instead of www, it would be MMM. No,
I prefer that.
No, I see. Oh, my God. Chad, we could obviously talk considerably longer.
About nonsense.
But that's me. I love having a good time. Because otherwise, I'm guessing that people don't feel disconnected when they're able to do something like Meloscene.
Yeah.
I mean, they're really, truly not only a part of that band or that collaboration, that song that you guys are creating.
That's it, yeah.
But you're not, as you experienced as a younger person, disconnected and lonely.
And I mean, the
Wait,
backbone.
time for another.
Oh, hold on. Oh, I was going to bring out my chapstick. Yeah. I was like, into tomorrow. That's
well, the wrong one. Wait a minute. That looked like a shotgun shell.
That's not that's lip balm.
Oh, well,
into tomorrow.
There you go. Oh, good.
Wait, is that the right? It's the premise of it is real human connection.
Are we still on the air?
Yeah, is this still on? What time is it? Jeez. It's about human connection and
right.
nonverbal.
Back to my sort
now
of
look
question.
how much we're talking. We say 5 words and our hands say 30.
Yeah.
That's how
We're
humans
not
communicate.
even Italian.
That's right. Right? So that's what this is. It brings it back to that communication and social blah, blah, blah. You can quote me on that.
Blah, blah, blah. Close quote. Chad Gerber, artist, no doubt, futurist, and founder of Meloscene, 1L, no W, MELOSCENE.com.
MMM.
Are you going to make me spell out into tomorrow too now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. INTOTOMORROW.com.
You've done that before.
But we've also got all the domains of misspellings of tomorrow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because that's one of those words we always misspell. We're typing, wait a minute, 2 M's? Well, no, 2 O's, 2 R's.
M's.
Yeah, it's all upside down W's. Oh, my gosh. I need the massage chair after this interview, but it was fun.
We should be in the massage chair.
Yeah, well, not we. You can be in it, and then
have
I'll
one.
be in it.
No, yeah, we have separate ones.
Yeah, because as Chris can go wide shot, look at look at the line of people, and you get to skip the line because you were on the show.
Is this why I get to go into this one?
No, that one's a prototype.
Why can't I get the prototype?
Because if I let you in there, they'll tell us to leave.
Is that rich Corinthian leather?
I believe it is. Do you know how many rich Corinthians they had to kill for that?
At least 105.
But you see all of, oh my gosh, we went like twice over what we were allotted.
Sorry, everyone.
But I'm going to make sure this all airs because our audience that knows me for 28 years knows if it ain't fun, don't do it.
Don't do it. MMM.com. See you tomorrow.
Jeez. Anyway, that's Chad. I'm Dave. We continue from the Human Touch, I hope, exhibit here in Lost Wages, Nevada. Stay tuned. There's much more to come right here on the Advanced Media Network.